Okay, we're live. It is my microphone. Yeah, my microphone is activated. Okay. You should have some nice background music. Early? Who, me or you? I guess we're both. Yeah. I think we could just talk a bit, perhaps. I've been preparing some things. I don't know if I have ever mentioned it even during the streams. But... Okay, let's silence this one just in case. I'm actually preparing stuff for December. I have quite a bit planned content-wise after, like, what, a 2-month break at this point? Well, you can't really call it a break, but there hasn't been any videos on the main channel for soon 2 months. And once you see why, I think it's obvious why. Yeah, we'll get to it eventually. I'm currently preparing a explaining video where I just talk about the reasons for it. There's a lot I want to do. There's a lot I have planned. Something that we could do too is, I have it in my watch later playlist. That is actually the overview trailer for Metroid Prime 4. Although I'm not 100% sure if I want to see that much more about the game. The only thing I'm kind of conflicted on, and this has been a... the music. And it's also... You probably all saw it online with the... How is he called? Something McKenzie? Who almost feels like a Marvel MCU character. Just being kinda... I don't know. Heck, I almost want to say annoying. It just doesn't fit into Metroid Prime, what the series is about. Like this ambient, this isolated feeling on the planet. Just having someone running with you together. Oh, Samus, that was cool. By the way, you know you can save there. Also, do you know how to use rockets? Like, you have one of the most legendary bounty hunters walking around and have a foot soldier just explaining you that kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't want to be too pessimistic, because it's just the first hour of the game. But was it Retro? Was it Nintendo? Someone said that he will be a reoccurring character. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't really sound like Metroid Prime to me. I mean, I haven't played 2 and 3. I know that there were more NPCs in 2 and especially 3. I would have played them if Nintendo would have re-released them, which never happened for whatever reason. I'll definitely play them eventually. But from the looks of it, it doesn't really matter from a story perspective, because Silex is from, what was it called, Federation Force. And there was also another game that is tying into this game, which was also from a handheld. I forgot how the other game was called. And I've been told that it's not exactly a good game, Federation Force, so... yeah. It's too close now anyways, I have too many other games on my list I want to play, I want to get through. Regarding YouTube though, yeah. I think I definitely talked about a massive project that I'm working on, which is similar to how in the first year there was the Xenoblade tribute video, which was the biggest video I had created back then. Then it was the Zelda tribute video, which covered almost every single game. I freaking forgot Twilight Princess, here, the crossbow training game. Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed in myself that I forgot to include it. I just didn't have it in mind. Then last year we had the Blender size comparison, which technically isn't even really my biggest project, because I think Nate, the person I worked with on this project, did more work than me on it. Like, he created the first, that big space where also the world tree stands. It's all that it's something that I will mention in the first video that I will release. Not sure when. Looking at the date, we have the 17th. Probably in 2 weeks. Right before December starts. I think this would be a good idea. I want it to be a filled, content-rich month with a lot of interesting things to watch. Since there's also not so many people on stream, usually I wouldn't say that in any of the videos, but it's because I want it to be a secret, I guess. But the project, the massive project, will be released, or intended to be released, during Christmas, right? It is supposed to be a gift to the Xenoblade community, in a way. There will be a teaser release. I plan to do a teaser for it a week before that. Something that I did for every big... Yeah, no, I definitely did that. I did that for the Xenoblade tribute, I did it for the Zelda tribute, and I did it also for the Blender project. So I'd like to continue this trend also with the project this year. Man, if this video fails, I'm not kidding, I'll probably stop YouTube for a bit longer. I will do a slightly longer break. This would genuinely break my heart. A lot of work has been put into it. But we'll see. We'll see how people react to it. Let's talk about the nominations. I think it's obvious. I think all of us know what will be nominated for Game of the Year. It's going to be Clair Obscur Expedition 33, which will most likely win, which I think is absolutely deserved. Then we have Hollow Knight Silksong, of course. You're right, Donkey Kong Bonanza, 1000%. There was one more game which was also a 100% guarantee. Oh yeah, Hades 2. Hades 2 will definitely also be nominated. I think those 4 games are a lock. There is no discussion to be made here. The last 2 games could be filled by Not Splitgate, here, Split Fiction. And maybe Ghost of Yote? They have like this PlayStation game there. So you have something from Nintendo, from Sony. Microsoft is dead with the Xbox anyway, so who cares? Let me think, what did Microsoft even release this year? Doom? Doom the Dark Ages? What else? I unironically have a hard time remembering what else they have released this year. Not exactly a lot, huh? So let me just hear. Yeah, right. Maybe Dispatch has a chance. I think it was pretty cool. Dispatch was pretty cool. Oh, wait. Ghost of Yote, you can scratch that. Death Stranding 2. Heck, I almost forgotten that this game released this year. I think this is definitely the PlayStation representation for this year. There's also Monster Hunter Wilds, which I definitely don't think will make it. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, maybe. Trails in the Sky first chapter. JRPGs, man, they have such a hard time. They almost never appear in in all these Western Game Award shows. You know, just looking at here, Metacritic I've opened right here. We had a really good year. It was a really good year for video games. This is, I think this would be a cool video too. Just a more or less appreciation video for all the cool games that I played this year. I think for me personally, it definitely was. I played so many good games this year. So many cool experiences. Yeah. I think also when it comes to Game of the Year games that I have played, I played Clair Obscur, freaking loved the game. Loved the game. Played Donkey Kong Bonanza, loved the game. Hollow Knight Silksong was a rough start, but after finishing it, yeah, I also loved the game. I still want to play Hades 2 eventually, but I haven't even played the first game. So my list of all the billions of games I still have to play. Before I also start maybe uploading to YouTube again, there's still some changes I'd like to do to the overall workflow on how I create videos. Just make things easier for me, create some, I guess you could call it shortcuts. There are some things I have to work through to have to prepare some, how do you say it? What's the word for it? Some, not layout, but you know what I mean, something that I have more or less prepared if I create a new project. Don't have the word on my tongue. Now, well. Five minutes left. Well, 6 minutes. Or are we delayed? No, we're actually live. Okay. Is there anything else to talk about? For a time, I created so many YouTube shorts, highlights from the live streams, and I still have a lot of clips from the streams that I could turn into shorts. There was like a week where I was just working on shorts. And I'll be honest, it's a little bit draining, almost. Not exactly the most exciting content to create. Especially because it's just really a quick dopamine shot for people. There's like this one short which has, what, 150,000 views? Dude, I got like 50 subscribers from it. And I just thought, damn, that's not really worth it, huh? Most people just laugh about the short and just move on. Originally, I used shorts just to make people aware of my presence on social media. But at this point, I'm not sure if this is really working. Some of the people that watch these shorts look like at hundreds of them each day. So I don't think there is much of a strong presence at the end. Like me inside their memories, hijacking them. Watch more Sparks Opus. By the way, do you have sound? This would be good to know. Was that this one? Okay, so let's see. Well, that's good to know. It isn't working. Oh. It's in the same channel as the music. Right. Actually, that's not so bad. I'll just close the music once it starts. I do expect a sweep from Clair Obscure. But on the other hand, this year was so packed that I almost have a hard time to just say who's getting nominated in the categories that aren't for Game of the Year. Because there's also so many high-profile ones. Kinda hard to say. Like I said, we had a really good year in video games. And not just because of the Switch 2, which added something to it for sure. Although I gotta say, there wasn't that much actually with the Switch 2. Besides Donkey Kong Bonanza. there's a discussion to be made about Mario Kart World, but it's... I think for a lot of people it was rather underwhelming after playing it for a while. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to decide. I'm curious to see who's nominated. Which is the reason I'm streaming. I won't stream for that much longer afterwards. I'm looking forward to December. My goal is to upload 2 videos per week, minimum. Incredible would be 3 videos per week for like 4 weeks until Christmas. And I don't mean just cheap 7-8 minute talk videos, but like really good entertaining 15-20 minutes plus minus kind of videos. I do have a plan, but we just have to see how things evolve. Nah, I don't want to see any Switch 2 editions in there. Absolutely not. I would be mad disappointed if they do that trash. Okay. Let's close the music. Let me know if the audio is maybe a little bit too loud or too silent. Let me go full screen.
Hello everybody, it's Jeff Keighley and
Hello,
the
Jeff Keighley.
season is officially here. Leading up to our live show streaming everywhere on Thursday, December 11th. Welcome to our 2025 Global Nomination Announcement Special. Every year we come together as a community to celebrate and of course debate the absolute best.
I'm always looking forward to the nominations and also TGA. No matter what people say, I think it's enjoyable to watch. Even if it's bad.
But only a handful.
Entertainment. Yash, welcome in, great to see you.
By our global voting jury. Who's in the running? Well, you're about to find out as we reveal this year's nominees across all the categories. And you can help select the winners by voting at thegameawards.com. All right.
Yeah, I'll do that too. I'll do it every year.
For best performance, the nominees are Ben Starr for Claire Obscure Expedition.
Makes a lot of sense.
Charlie Cox for Claire Obscure.
Makes a lot of sense.
33.
I expect even a third one.
Jennifer English for Claire.
Yes, see.
Konatsu Kato for Silent Hill F. And Troy Baker for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Yeah.
For best ongoing game, the nominees
Makes
are
sense to me.
Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite.
Dude, best ongoing game is like
Rivals and No Man's
the
Sky.
same every year except Marvel Rivals
Nominees
now.
are Destiny Rising, Persona 5 The Phantom X, Sonic Rumble, Uma Masume Pretty Derby, and
Never heard. Oh wait, it's that freaking horse girl game.
Art direction are Claire
Horse
Obscure,
waifus.
Expedition 33,
Yes.
Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silksong. For best
Something
sport
tells me
music,
it'll go to
leveled up by
Silksong.
Spotify. The nominees are
Claire Obscure.
Christopher Larkin for Hollow Knight Silksong, Darren Korb for Hades 2, Lorian Testar for Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Toma Otoa for Ghost of Yote, and Woodkid and Ludwig Forster.
So far,
Death Stranding
I'm
2
not
on the
surprised.
Beach. The best audio design nominees are Battlefield 6, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Ghost of Yote, and Silent Hill.
I meant that. I think you will see Claire Obscure everywhere and it's gonna sweep.
2022, to recognize an outstanding show, movie, or other creative work inspired by and based on an established video game world. Here are this year's nominees for Best Adaptation.
The hype around it was crazy.
Minecraft Movie, Devil May Cry, Splinter Cell Deathwatch, The Last of Us Season 2, and Until Dawn.
I haven't watched any of them.
The outstanding nominees are Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and Silent Hill F.
Surprisingly, a lot of Silent Hill F. Was it that good?
This year's nominees are Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky.
Now I'm actually thinking that perhaps Silent Hill F may get one.
Consume Me, Despelote, Lost Records Bloom and Rage, South of Midnight, and Wonderstop. In the category of
I knew a handful of them.
The nominees are Ark Raiders, Battlefield 6, Elden Ring Night Rain, Peak, and Split Fiction.
Wow, Mario Kart wasn't in best multiplayer?
Produced outside the traditional publisher system. Those nominees
That's good.
Absolum, Ball Pit, Blueprints, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silksong. Best debut indie game recognizes
Yeah, man, Clair Obscur is everywhere.
In fact, these teams published their first game this year. The nominees are
Clair Obscur.
Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Despelote, and
Dispatch! Fire.
Best VR AR
That's
game
cool.
Nominees are Alien Rogue Incursion, Ark and Age, Ghost Town, Marvel's Deadpool VR, and The Midnight Walk. For content creator
Right.
of the year, the
Content creator of the year, you already know. Who? Okay.
Moist Critical, Sakura
Really?
Nico, and The Burnt Peanut.
Who the hell is the Burnt Peanut?
And don't worry, we'll have lots of games to announce for you on December 11th. But what's the most anticipated upcoming game? Here are the nominees based on currently...
I guess Moist Critical.
007,
That's fine by me.
Grand Theft Auto 6,
Ah, come on, man. Who are you kidding?
Resident Evil Requiem, and The Witcher 4.
Mentioning GTA 6 so casually.
Nominees are Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Hollow Knight Silksong, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and Split Fiction.
Dude, I just realized, where is Donkey Kong Bonanza?
Avowed, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Monster Hunter Wilds, and The Outer Worlds 2. In the category of Best Fighting Game, the nominees are
I haven't seen Donkey Kong Bonanza a single time.
Collection 2, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage. The nominees for Best
Right.
Action Game are Battlefield 6, Doom the Dark Ages, Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, and Shinobi Art of Vengeance.
Damn!
Innovation and accessibility celebrates games that are making our industry
So,
available
you know,
to
besides, of
more
course,
people.
a lot of Clair
Nominees for
Obscur,
innovation and accessibility are Assassin's
there are quite a
Creed
few
Shadows,
different games getting their
Doom the Dark
nomination.
Ages, EA Sports FC 26, and South of Midnight. Next up, Best Family Game. The nominees are Donkey Kong Bonanza, Lego Party, Lego Voyagers, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and Split Fiction. The Best Sim Strategy
Donkey Kong Bonanza only in Best Family Game is kinda harsh.
Revolution 3, Sid Meier's Civilization 7, Tempest Rising, and 2 Point Museum. These games are
Okay.
nominated for Best Sports Racing Game. EA Sports FC 26, F1 25, Mario Kart World, Rematch, and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
Watch Sonic Racing Cross Worlds
Three
winning this
esports
one.
Categories, starting with Best Esports.
Right, nobody
Game.
cares.
The nominees are Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of
I
Legends.
can't be the
Mobile
only
Legends,
one who's
Bang Bang,
surprised by the
and
lack of
Valorant.
Bonanza.
The nominees for Best Esports Athlete are
Yeah, I also want Sonic to beat Mario Kart.
Shaken, Kakaroo, Mena RD, and Zywoo. And for Best
Like, this
Esports
really
Team, our
surprises
Special
me.
Esports Committee nominated these teams: Gen G League of Legends, NRG Valorant, Team Falcons Dota 2, Team Liquid PH Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and Team Vitality Counter-Strike 2. Okay, we're almost done, but there are still 2 very important categories to go. First, Best Game Direction.
I mean, they're usually the same, come on.
Vision and innovation in game direction and design.
They're usually the same.
Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
Yeah,
Death Stranding,
makes sense,
On the
makes
Beach,
sense.
Ghost of Yote.
Ghost of
Hades 2,
Yote?
and Split Fiction. And now it's the big one. GOTY, Game of the Year, recognizing
So, Ghost of Yotei
experience to players across
and
all
Death Stranding?
fields. For this year's awards, our global TGA jury has selected the following 6 games as the nominees for Game of the Year.
Now I'm curious, yeah.
Expedition 33,
Yeah.
Sandfall Interactive. Death Stranding
Yeah.
2, On the Beach from Kojima Productions. Donkey Kong Bonanza from Nintendo.
Right.
Hades 2.
How strange.
Hollow Knight Silk Song from Team Cherry.
And
Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Kingdom Come Deliverance?
Studios. There you have it, your nominees for Game
How did
of
that
the
find its...
Now that those are official, you can anticipate Lauren Balfe and the Game Awards Orchestra.
I'm
playing their
surprised.
part of our musical salute to the nominees live on December 11th. But before that, we need your help to decide.
Dude, someone has to explain me though.
Make sure to head to thegameawards.com to cast your ballot. And new this year, download your vote card so you can share your picks on social media. There is still one more category where the nominees have yet to be revealed. Player's Voice.
Yeah, of course, I will also
100%
participate.
Select the winner from 30 nominees. We'll announce those nominees on Monday, December 1st, so set a reminder on the website if you want to be alerted. The winners in all categories will be revealed live during TGA when it streams globally on Thursday, December 11th, starting with opening act at 4:30 p.m. Pacific, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 12:30 a.m. GMT at thegameawards.com and live across every major video and social platform out there.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. I hope to see you live on Thursday, December 11th.
I don't understand how that works. Like, you have games like Split Fiction, like, you know, a handful of games that got 5-6 nominations. Games like Kingdom Come Deliverance and Donkey Kong Bonanza only receiving 1 single nomination, and yet they are Game of the Year nominees, where the others are not. Like Split Fiction. How does that even work? If a game was excelling across all these different points, how can a game that only Dude, Donkey Kong Bonanza only received a nomination for Best Family Game. I don't know. I find that a little bit strange. Whenever there is the thing for best ongoing, I'm surprised Minecraft is never ever mentioned or nominated. It's just the same games every year. The same live service games every year. I'm just confused by it. But overall, I don't think it is that surprising. I think there was a healthy amount of various games, of different games. But holy, Clair Obscur was like in almost every single category. It's kind of crazy. But hey, I mean, it deserves it. It is a fantastic game, absolutely fantastic game. What is the record? Which game had the most amount of awards in the past? Was it God of War 2018? Oh no, what was it, Red Dead Redemption? I'm not sure. Got like 8 awards or something. 7 or 8. Would be definitely quite a statement, you know? People that had an idea were refused by executive, by higher-ups at Ubisoft. Said, you only do the stuff that we want to do. They left, created their own studio, their own game. And it became... heck, one of the best games ever made. I'll go this far. It has a lot of issues, but holy, it is a really good game. It definitely feels like a passion project by people that really gave a damn. From the music to the narrative to the characters and how they're written. The gameplay too. The exploration, the world, the enemies. How everything is designed. They did a phenomenal job. Someone who knew people at Ubisoft suggested that we could talk and maybe I could work there. I had no problem with the devs, but the company I simply refuse on moral grounds to work for them. Ubisoft used to be so good. I used to love their games. But man, that has surely changed. That has surely changed. It's the same with EA too. But hey, from the looks of it, EA is currently dying. After being bought by what, Saudi Arabia? Death Stranding 2 got a lot, Hades 2 got a lot, Silksong got a lot. Everything that I definitely agree with. I saw a surprising amount of Ghost of Yotei. Although I heard from a lot of also Ghost of... How was the series even called? Just Ghost of? Ghost of Tsushima fans. That it was weaker than the first game. I mean, it's good, but nothing absolutely incredible. So seeing it so often up here is a little bit surprising, but you know. Also, Sakurai, I mean, does he even care? He has such a high status anyways. It's the same thing for Smash 2. Look how often it has sold. I don't think they care whatsoever. Which is the reason they release it so late. Multiple times. It's like, yeah, we know our games are the greatest, so we'll just leave those spots for the others. Is there anything else to say? I don't think so. The site is probably down anyways. It's every year this way. The people just rush in and the site isn't working anyways. Even in Best Performance, Claire Obscure was nominated 3 times. But it makes sense. Ben Starr. Although... Nah, they all did a great job. Yeah. She did a phenomenal job. Phenomenal job. She absolutely deserves to win this one. Silent Hill F, did it do so well, like also critically? Oh, it actually did. I heard that it's pretty solid, but that good? Okay, well, I think that's all I wanted to do. I usually do the selection thing and choose my votes, but honestly, I don't think... I could look into the site. TGA 2025. That's not what I meant. There. Game Awards. Nominees. Loading. Loading. The site isn't reacting. Nominees. I can't click on nominees. Okay, what about vote now? Right, it isn't loading. Oh, it actually loaded. And it broke down. Right, never mind. Let me close that. Okay. Folks, thank you all for this and for joining this little special stream. I still have to do this stream schedule plan thingy. I was thinking about streaming Age of Imprisonment tomorrow. Although, no. You know what? I will stream the Talos Principle tomorrow. And then stream Age of Imprisonment on Thursday and Saturday. The usual 3 days. Those are like the perfect days to stream. No. Heck, I don't even know how much there's left of Age of Imprisonment when it comes to the main story. So I may even be done with 2 streams. We'll see. Right, I'm going offline now. Folks, thank you for joining in. I will see you hopefully in tomorrow's stream. Wish you all a good day. Goodbye.